Hi everyone, it's Paperworm, and I know it has been a long time since I showed my face on camera. I think the last time was like 5 years ago, I think, on my old channel before I got hacked. But this lovely girl from I Talk to Notebooks said in her videos that she would like to see the face of the journal people occasionally to fantasize about being best friends or something, I don't know. But all right, here I am. I was thinking about, well, what to say if I make this video, right? And I was thinking about an introduction video or like some kind of Q&A video, right? Because there are some questions popping up over the years from people who are maybe new to my channel and they didn't go through all the other 70 videos or so, and therefore they don't understand some of the things, you know. And whew, I don't even know where to start. Everything is chaotic. I don't have a script or anything. I maybe should have taken notes, but I didn't because you know me already. I I never prepare for anything. So I have troubles looking into the camera because it is like over there, right? And I'm looking at the screen to see how I look. Nah. Anyway, so I'm 35-year-old. I will be 36 this year. My star sign is a Virgo. But I'm not a really untypical Virgo actually. I think I'm like all the traits are almost like the opposite of what people usually think a Virgo is like. um, I started journaling when I was 13, and I have filled 70, let's say 75 daily journals so far. Some of them are private, this is why I'm not showing them. I also have about 30 to 40 writing notebooks that are just containing fantasy stories or notes for my story writing. I have so many notebooks. Every time I need to move, it's really a struggle. The reason why I chose the name Paperworm is because I used to be a bookworm and I was reading a lot. And I mean, it kind of faded away because I'm more writing than reading nowadays. But I thought paper and bookworm makes Paperworm, so that's me. PaperwormsCat is obviously my cat. She runs the channel actually. I just make the videos, you know. So I get a lot of questions about the spiritual part of things. Everything from what are you actually doing with ghosts and angels, and why do you have visions, and why are you married to an alien? For some people who didn't, I don't even know where to start, my goodness. First, well, I grew up in a haunted house. I think I told the story before. And I have paranormal vlogs on my channel that you can watch if you want to hear the full story. But I was able to see ghosts and feel and hear them ever since I was a small child. Back in the day, I didn't know that I was supposed to become something like a psychic medium in the future, which now I am finally there, but I didn't know as a child or as a teenager. And I always felt the haunting for me was always threatening. I didn't know what they wanted from me, and I was just afraid. As easy as that, you know. And I went into the practice of magic and witchcraft because I wanted to protect myself with like magical rituals and talismans and all of that jazz. That was the original plan. Of course, as a teenager, I didn't really know what I was doing, actually, you know. And later I learned that those souls just wanted my attention because they wanted to be released, you know, to go into the light. And then when, I don't know how old I was in 2010, but in 2010, I finally got into contact with my medium. She is the woman who is always helping me out. She is a channel. So if I have a question that only a higher being can answer, then she is usually the one I contact. And then she's channeling and getting the message and telling me. And this is how I know what I'm doing, you know. My abilities are growing from year to year. They get stronger. And I do have visions of different alien species and also angels. I have truth dreams, you know, where I wake up and I know that's a message, you know. I'm also a healer. I can heal with my hands. It is not like Reiki. It is more like, well, just energy healing, right? I put my hands onto a person and then the pain goes away. As easy as that. There's no school, no nothing. Like, it just happens. And sorry, it's just so funny to see myself on my phone, you know. I haven't done this in so long. I'm like, oh no, I make a lot of stupid faces. I want to hide. So how I got into contact with Trion was actually a really funny story. Or it's not really that funny, but easy, you know. I was sitting around with my medium and my childhood friend and my mom. We were just hanging around in a circle, drinking coffee. And then I asked about twin flames. I was like, hey, every person has a twin flame, right? And she said yes. And I'm like, how big is the chance that I'm gonna meet my twin flame on this planet? And she said, haha, not very high. There are so many planets that your twin flame could be born on that it's actually a really, 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 really tiny chance that you are born on the same planet at the same time. But he is, thank goodness, a being, a really highly advanced spiritual being. So he is able to have telepathic communication, and she could then channel him. And I was asking him, why do I see the numbers 1111 all the time? And he said, that's the day we're gonna marry. And I was like, what? What? I couldn't understand what he meant by that. Also, he didn't ask me. It was not a proposal. It was just like, yo, we're gonna marry on that day. And I was like, oh, okay, right. If you say so, all right, you know, why not? And then I had a few months to prepare in 2017. And I have some journals up with all the pictures of that wedding and everything, and some explanation about it. And yeah, we have telepathic communication. Like, I can dream about him. I can see his aura when I close my eyes. And when I need to have clear answers, I contact my medium and she's channeling him for me. And this is how I get my answers. Sorry. Someone is hammering in my house. Of course, they need to do this in the middle of the night. I'm kind of used to it. What else can I tell you? Of course, some people ask me if it's okay that even though I'm married to my twin flame, is it okay if I marry a human? And the answer is yes. Trion knows that I'm a being on Earth. I have desires and I long for certain things on this planet that he cannot give to me. Therefore, he knows that I need to have a human partner, and he tries to help me to find that person, you know. Yeah. So I hope all the questions are no. I mean, there are some private things I could add to this, but maybe I think I said some things previously in my videos, about the wedding night and everything, and I think I should not repeat myself on that since I was oversharing and it's quite private. But um, I'm still practicing magic and witchcraft. I'm not a total freak or anything. I'm not really calling myself a witch. I just love to learn about our ancestors and which deities they worshipped and the ancient rites they practiced and all of that jazz. I love to learn. Learning is uh, it's human nature, right? If you are not interested in anything, then I'm sorry for you because I love to learn. And well, what else can I tell you about me? My biggest hobbies are writing, singing, and drawing, I guess. Or at least the last two were my biggest hobbies in the past. Um, I grew up pretty poor. Um, it's not that my father didn't earn enough, he did, but he was a narcissist and he spent all the money on himself. So there was nothing left for the family. And um, I needed. Sorry, someone dropped something in the hallway. Um, I needed hobbies that do not cost any money. And therefore, I started to draw, started to sing, and started to write. As easy as that. Yeah. Mm. However, writing is my real passion. I used to be very much into drawing. I wanted to become a manga artist when I was a teenager. It was my dream, the typical dream that every anime fan has is live in Japan, have lots of anime waifus, become like an amazing manga artist, whatever, like teenage dreams. Eventually, those dreams dropped for me, and because I'm so introverted, I started to flee more and more into my fictional worlds, and I daydream a lot. It's I guess a trauma response because my childhood was crap, and I'm always constantly daydreaming from the moment I wake up until I go to bed. And I'm always imagining imaginary friends, kind of, like I'm never alone in my fantasy. So I think I'm doing this also because I feel lonely a lot. I mean, I live alone and I don't have any real social contacts. So I guess I just feel less alone if I make up people to talk to, I guess. Oh my god, my bangs are too long. They're like piercing my eyeballs. Whatever. Um, yeah, I love to write, as I mentioned in my previous video. Um, Earlier, I had a lot of topics in my brain that I wanted to talk about, but I I find it funny when some people are asking me, "Are you a goth?" It's so funny. I mean, yeah, obviously, pretty much, yeah. I would say if you want to push me into a category, then style-wise and lifestyle-wise, yes, I'm a goth. Like, I love horror movies. I love dark stuff. I'm pretty melancholic. I fit a lot of criterias. I'm not even talking about hanging out on graveyards as a teenager, because I did every single day of my life. So I think horror literature and also music wise, I fit pretty much into this category. I'm not really listening to gothic music, not really, but I love deathcore, metalcore, fantasycore, all the shit with core in the end. That's pretty much my thing. And Other than this, I'm not really sure what else I could tell you about myself. Um, I hope I did satisfy the girls' desires from I Talk to Notebooks, you know. I hope you're happy. Mwah. Um, yeah. So a lot of people are asking me, oh, sorry, I'm shaking. Um, if I want to be pen pals with them. And I'm really sorry when I say no, because I have been on YouTube with my channels for 8, 9 years, and I have met a ton of people and made a ton of friends, and even keeping up with sending my closest friends happy mail and letters and postcards. This is already for me really, really hard. And I just cannot take new pen pals. I just cannot. I don't have the capability of doing it, you know. I don't mind like a one-time exchange, like where we sent each other happy mail or a postcard, maybe. And but not like regular pen paling. I just cannot keep up with it. I maybe would write 1, 2, 3 letters and then zip, you know. I don't do this on purpose, but it's just too much for me. I cannot handle it. Oops, sorry. I do like to meet new people. I do like to get private messages on Instagram and have a chat. I meet like my best friends like that, you know? And I'm so sorry that I touch my bangs all the time. But some of them are like in my eyelashes. Sorry, someone is dropping shit in the hallway. It's so annoying. Oh, did I tell you the story about I had a ghost in my hallway, in my apartment complex hallway? Like every time I came up and opened my door, I could feel that someone was standing behind me. And every time I looked up to the staircase, I saw a shadow hiding really quick in a corner. And I had some weird nightmares about shadow people, and I was really afraid that this could be a shadow person. So I started to seal my windows and my doors with like light, you know, light from a white candle to seal it. And but it turned out my medium took care of it, and it was a. Did I not tell that story earlier? That I had a ghost in my hallway? I'm not sure anymore if I did, because that's one of my perks is I'm really forgettable. I'm so sorry. Like I forget everything, literally. I don't even know what I told you 10 minutes ago. That's just how it is. But yeah, I had a ghost in my hallway and it was really creepy. So, but she's gone, so um yeah, I'm mega forgettable. This is a part of my depression. Like every time I'm in stress, I forget everything. My brain literally forgets the stress, but also forgets everything around the stress. So if I didn't have my journals to document every part of my life, then I would be fucked. I wouldn't remember anything. So I hope that, you know, a lot of my friends know that I always forget their birthdays. And I'm really sorry about that. I don't do this on purpose. I cannot handle numbers at all. I'm really good with words and languages, but numbers, no. I cannot remember my own pins every time I have to buy something in the supermarket and I have to swipe my card and put in my pin. I don't know my pin. Like, if someone asks me for my phone number, I'm just go blank. Like, there's just in my brain and I cannot give an answer. It's horrible, really. I miss appointments. I oversleep. I forget to set alarms and everything. Like, everything that has to do with numbers is crazy for me. So yeah, I'm really sorry. Mm, so I think that was everything for now. I think I answered the most asked questions, which were definitely about Trion, my haunted house, and pen pals, probably. No, I get those a lot, especially the pen pal question. Oh my gosh. I do understand that you may like me and you like my channel, but I'm just a person and I cannot handle it. I'm sorry. Um, don't mind chat contact, you know, but yeah. Anyway, this is the end of the actual video. I do have a message for that one person that is watching my videos that could potentially become a friend or an online boyfriend. You know, when I talked about the online relationship matter, um, I have a message for him, and I think everyone else can now d- disappear. Sounds really rude. I don't want to be rude. I'm just saying the next 2 to 3 minutes are you don't need to listen to. You can just go in my comment section, leave me a comment, and that's that, you know? All right? Bye, 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 bye. So I was really wondering how I gonna say this to you. I feel totally embarrassed, but I don't have any other means to contact you besides my videos. So, um, so you probably have a lot of thoughts and worries about meeting a person online and the possible risks of meeting a person online. I just want to let you know that I'm gonna keep your identity a secret. Like, I would cover up your name and your pictures in my journals because obviously I'm sharing my journals. And if you worry about your name and face everywhere on my pages, I can assure you that I wouldn't do that. Um, if there's a language barrier involved, but you can understand my videos, then I think this is enough and you don't have to worry about it. If you think your understanding and hearing is better than speaking, it doesn't matter anyway. I can teach you, or the more we talk, the more secure you will be in the talking part. And yeah, I'm generally an impatient person, but I will try to be very patient with you. There's a reason why I'm waiting for your message, because as it turned out, you are my soulmate, or one of my soulmates, and I would really like to get to know you. Um, my higher self has been telling me a lot, especially about you debating on it, the pros and cons, and yeah, I have the same thoughts, you know, I have the same worries. I mean, I may be not a big YouTuber, but I cannot afford to have any drama on my channels, you know, like I take a risk too. You know, we are pretty much on the same spot. Um, and if you think you're boring or you don't have something to talk about, I think that's not the case at all. There are so many things that two people can talk about. You know, like everyone has memories and stories to tell and thoughts of the daily life, and we can send each other like pictures and, you know, like not only selfies, but pictures of our surroundings and our life. And we can potentially play games together and, you know, I really don't know. If you think you don't have the time, I can wait until you have more time. We don't have to spend like hours and hours and hours a day, you know. we can we don't even have to call it a relationship. You know, like we can just casually talk, text like friends first and then see whatever, you know. So maybe that was also overwhelming. I don't know. I mean, I was just thinking about that topic, but then my higher self popped up and told me all the time there is someone watching, you know, and I don't know how to handle that. You know, I'm just very curious, and oh, yeah. Anyway, that was my message for you. Don't be afraid. Just text me, you know. That would be cool, because I'm waiting. Now that's the true end of my video.